close-up look at all your Concho Valley High School football. This is Inside the Game, sponsored by Mitchell Automotive Group.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Inside the Game. I'm your host, Jaden Hart. After tonight, there's only going to be 2 weeks left in the high school football season before playoffs start. Several teams in the Concho Valley are still looking to secure their spot. Others right in the thick of a district race. That's the case for the Wall Hawks. They took down undefeated Jim Ned last week on the road, and tonight had a chance for a showdown with the 7th-ranked Eastland Mavericks. The Hawks have been no stranger to tough opponents so far this season. They started this year with a showdown against the defending 2A state champ Mason Punchers, then faced a ranked Cisco team, and then played a TAPS powerhouse in Midland Christian the following week. As for Eastland, they've got a high-powered offense that's averaging over 50 points a game this season, and leading that charge is their quarterback and Texas Tech commit Baron Morton. He's thrown for 1,942 yards and 23 touchdowns just so far this season, but he hasn't had the challenge of facing a defense quite like the Wall Hawks. They're giving up just under 6 points per game and setting up a battle between the Mavericks offense and the Hawks defense. Let's go to the first quarter. The Wall passing game has oddly been clicking over the past few weeks. Mason Fuchs connects with Connor Deersky for the touchdown. A heavy run offense finds the end zone through the air. How about that? Wall leads 7-0, but Eastland would respond 4th and 1. And there's the guy I was talking about, Brennan Morton, off to the races. He handed it off, actually, to Anthony Bonilla, and that would be a Eastland Mavericks touchdown. But here, Connor Dickey in the end zone for the Hawks right before halftime gives them a 14-6 lead. And the Hawks started to pull away and would get the win tonight, a big win that could have set up potentially a clinch for the District 3-3A title. They win 28-14. Our Rachel Turnock is out at Hawk Stadium, and she has more on tonight's game.
Yeah, Jaden, Eastland finally met their match going up against Wall's defense, and one of those guys is right here, Colton Devich. Colton, you guys had a huge game defensively. You were able to just shut down Eastland's offense, especially in the first half. How are you guys just able to do that?
We really wanted to limit their run game and kind of make them throw short passes and rally to the ball, no home run balls, and just play our type of defense.
Yeah, your type of defense, as I mentioned, a defense that Eastland just hasn't really faced all season, and they kind of met their match tonight. Just was that something that you guys just kind of knew going in, that Eastland was probably just going to have some problems going up against your really explosive and amazing defense?
I mean, we take pride in our defense. We know we're pretty stout this year. We knew that the quarterback good and the running back was good, and we just really wanted to shut those dudes down and make them throw it to someone else and to make them have a play.
You mentioned to me that you did play on both sides of the ball tonight, not something that you normally do. Just how do you feel like you adjusted to that tonight?
I mean, it's fun. I like running with the ball. I like to play offense. Defense is great, but offense I like just as much.
You must be tired, but obviously you guys got a huge win tonight. You guys are 8-0 now on the season, going up to Breckenridge next week. Just how good does this win feel tonight at home?
I mean, it was a big win. We knew they were going to be a good team. We knew we were a good team, and luckily we came out on top.
All right, well, congratulations, Colton. Wall wins tonight 28-14 over Eastland. Jaden, back to you in the studio.
With 2 games remaining, Central finds themselves in an interesting situation. Of the 7 teams listed in District 3-6A, 5 of them have 2 losses entering the night, setting up a battle for the 4 playoff spots allotted to District 3-6A. Tonight, the Bobcats hosted LD Bell out at San Angelo Stadium, and they control their own destiny going forward. A loss and the Bobcats' playoff chances would start to fade away. Let's see how it played out. Last season, this game was the 5th lowest scoring game in the entire state of Texas. Here come the Bobcats. Second quarter, no score, 2nd and goal for the Blue Raiders, and Chris Gaddison takes it in from 3 yards out for the LD Bell touchdown, and they're out to an early 7-0 lead. but the Bobcats would answer. Malachi Brown, we all know he can run, and he shows it off right here, picking up the first down. That's a 14-yard scamper for him, but it would set up this more importantly. Nice pass to one of his favorite targets, Tanner Dabbert, a 19-yard touchdown pass for them. That tied the game at 7, and the Bobcats would get a massive win tonight, 42-21. They'll get a chance to regroup and rest next week before they finish the season on the road against Holtom. So let's take a look at an updated District 3-6A standings. Euless Trinity was on the bye, so they were safe at the #1 spot this week. Richland Hills faced off with Holtom tonight. They get the win 28-17, so they're 3-1 also. The Bobcats won, as we just saw, so they take sole possession of 3rd place at 3-2. While Weatherford blew out Abilene High tonight 43-14. They jumped the Eagles for the 4th spot, and it would be the final playoff spot if the season ended tonight. Out some Lakeview Chiefs football, it's been up and down for them so far this season. At their peak, they looked like they could be a serious threat in District 4A Division 2, but with 4 losses in a row and heading in tonight's district opener against Seminole, and with the Indians and Andrews Mustangs playing compelling football right now, the Chiefs' chances of a district championship have started to look a little grim. The good thing for them, though, is everything that's happened up to this point doesn't count. So they're in reality entering the night 0-0 and could easily rewrite the script going forward. Let's take a look at the score. After a slow start, the Chiefs fought their way back against the Indians, but it was a little too late. They ended up dropping that game 47-28. The other teams in that district, Andrews and Big Spring, faced off tonight at Memorial Stadium. And as expected, Andrews gets the win in a big way, 48-14 over Big Springs. The Chiefs host Andrews next Friday night out at San Angelo Stadium. They'll look to bounce back, and hopefully, if the Chiefs can get a win, then they'll be setting up a position where they play that Big Spring team that's kind of in a downturn. So maybe the Chiefs will end up with a win next week, a big upset, and then they could end up maybe finishing 2-1. So they're not out of the district championship equation just yet. But we're not done here on Inside of the Game. We're just getting started. Coming up, we'll go back out to Hawk Stadium and catch back up with Rachel. We'll go out to our other teams in 3-3A, starting with District 4-3A. Ballinger was on the road against Merkel. We'll have those highlights and more. So don't move. You're watching Inside the Game.
At Meineke Car Care, if you need an oil change, if you need an alignment or new shocks, or if you need a tune-up, we'll diagnose and fix the problem with quality parts and a nationwide warranty. When you need a mechanic, come to Meineke Car Care on Knickerbocker Road.
You're #1 to us. And for making Kelly Grimsley Kia #1 in the Concho Valley. This Friday and Saturday, drive away with approved credit. Any pre-owned vehicle for $1 down. And we'll fill the tank for $1. Cash cars for only $2,111. Payments as low as $211 a month. A great ride for $211 a month. Plus, with approved credit, you don't make your first payment. Call or click today. Our #1 appreciation sale this weekend only at Kelly Grimsley Kia on Arden Road in San Angelo.
Did you know 50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep? That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Plus, get a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate with the purchase of select Sealy hybrid mattress sets, and rest easy knowing every mattress comes with our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
John Bennett was paralyzed by a sniper's bullet in Iraq.
It shattered 2 vertebrae and fractured another one.
Paralyzed Veterans of America helped John get all the benefits he earned. To help paralyzed veterans, visit pva.org.
At Meineke Car Care, get up to $15 off a diesel oil change. Get up to 50% off brake pads and shoes. And get up to $100 rebate when you use your Meineke credit card. When you need a mechanic, come to Meineke Car Care on Knickerbocker Road.
Welcome back to Inside the Game. I'm Rachel Turnock out here at Hawk Stadium. Wall gets a huge win over Eastland tonight, 28-14, and we talk about it every single week. Wall's defense just so dominant, and defensive coordinator Craig Slaughter joining me. I'm so excited to have you on Inside the Game. Once again, your defense came out huge tonight. Eastland met their match. Just how are you guys able to get the job done on defense this evening?
You know, our kids are really smart, really aggressive, you know, and you can coach the crap out of them. You know, I mean, they just really, they respond to it. You know, and I'm a very up-tempo guy, and it just, our personalities with our kids, it goes awesome. You know, our kids respond to challenges, and, you know, they average 52 points a game, but we had given up 48 points on the season, you know, so we knew something was going to give, and, you know, we really challenged them all week to let's make sure it's not us, you know, that's giving up, you know, a 40 spot to them. And, you know, we have a lot of really good football players, and, you know, it showed up.
Yeah, and a lot of good football players, and of course, you being their coach, I believe you guys held Eastland's offense to they had just 3 possessions in the second half. That's just incredible. Just as a coach, just how proud does that make you of just your defense, just be able to get Eastland's offense off the field, especially their quarterback?
No, the 3 possessions is awesome, but to be honest, the 3 possessions probably had more to do with our offense, you know, at that time, you know, because as long as we're keeping the ball, you know, then we don't have to punt it back to them. But, you know, I thought our kids did a great job. You know, they hadn't punted more than a couple of times, you know, in any game. You know, of course, you know, we told the kids any punt or any turnover was just huge, and, you know, we just kind of try to keep them fired up. But again, the offense tonight I thought was amazing because, you know, I think they kept us charged up, they kept us rested, and, you know, it showed when it mattered most.
I've always asked some of your defensive guys that I've talked to just what it's like to play for you. A lot of them, when they sum you up in one word, is very loud and animated. So what is it like for you to be able just to coach a group of guys like this?
Oh man, they're just awesome kids. You know, they're so coachable. You know, the community here expects success, and you can coach them really hard, and the kids love it. But, you know, they're the perfect combination of smart, talented, aggressive, you know, and I just try to keep them semi-organized and let them go have a good time, you know, making stops, and so far it's working.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coach, and congratulations on the win. Hawks get the win tonight, 28-14 over Eastland. Jaden, back to you.
This update sponsored by Bug Express.
The Ballinger Bearcats got off to a rocky start in district, but over the course of the past 2 weeks have regrouped and are now on a little bit of a winning streak. They've got through the tough part of their district, so all they have to do going forward is make sure that they don't overlook any of their opponents like tonight. Tonight's test was the Merkel Badger, and there weren't many highlights from this game for Merkel in the first half. Badgers with the ball, they get pushed out of bounds. They get a good run, and it would pretty much go the Bearcats away from that point forward. Here they are inside the 10, and James Washington off to the races off a pass there from Taylor Vaughn, excuse me, I want to say that right. And then here we are, a quarterback keeper for him. That's Rolowitz, excuse me. Vaughn had been playing quarterback. Rolowitz is off to the races, gets tackled inside the red zone, and then his buddy, Cooper Bean, with the handoff, takes it. We've heard his name quite a bit this season. Fighting his way into the end zone. That would extend the Bearcats' lead. They kept on rolling tonight. 3 in a row for them. They win 53-0. TLCA hosting Anson, a team out in that district that's really looked dangerous so far this season. First drive for the Tigers. Here, look at this. Drew Hagler with a quick pass out to Daniel Davis for the first score of the game. Tigers go up 6-0 after a blocked PAT on the next possession. Jacob Garza takes the hands up right up the middle. Anson up to a 13-0 lead, and they would continue to pour it on the Eagles. Later on in this one, Eagles punting the ball away. It's blocked. They're trying to fight for it, scrumming, and Anson would come up with it. Leads to a quarterback sneak touchdown. This one got out of hand. Anson wins tonight 81-0. Our other Concho Valley team out in District 4 3A, Grape Creek, was on the road against the 7th-ranked Cisco Lobos, and the Lobos handed it to Grape Creek. They win that one 53-0, and Cisco looks like they are now in the driver's seat to take that district if everything goes their way. How about some other teams in 3A, in District 13 3A, that is? Sonora falls to Comfort tonight 14-7. And the Brady Bulldogs make it 3 in a row in district. They're playing some good football right now. They pick up the win over Blanco, 28-21. That's the final score out at Bulldog Stadium. Later after Inside the Game, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is on with an encore with Priyanka Chopra Jones. I think I said that right. I don't know who that is, so stay tuned. Jimmy Fallon always does a great job. But we've still got 2 more segments here on Inside the Game. We'll go back out to Rachel Turnock one last time to wrap up the coverage of the Wall-Eastland game. We'll also take a look at the Cristobal Cougars and El Dorado Eagles out in 8-2A, as well as scores from our other teams out in District 14-2A. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Inside the Game.
When excellence is a family tradition, quality and dependability aren't far behind. Twin Mountain fences are made with the highest quality materials and with over 70 years of dedication, hard work, and know-how. Come by our offices or give us a call for all your fencing needs. From around the world to your neck of the woods, Twin Mountain Fence has been and always will be here for you.
Get 0 for 66 months plus $5,750 total cash back on a new 2019 Ford Edge. Only at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.
On a Suspicious Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hey, you're late.
I was just getting more Dr. Pepper.
Is that Dijon mustard? Are you seeing another grill?
No.
Was it her? What does she have that I don't?
She has an onion volcano. Look.
She uses propane. This is natural, girl.
Tastes the same to me.
What?
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
By definition, steel is an alloy with qualities of hardness and strength, combined with iron and other metals to yield a unique product. Similarly, W&W AFCO Steel's commitment to quality and industry-leading experience meld a blend of excellence and stability unmatched in the industry. W&W AFCO Steel is one of the largest fabricators of steel bridges, structural, and industrial projects in North America. We're looking for welders and fitters for our San Angelo location. If you would like to come and grow with our company, please apply at 614 Art Street, San Angelo, Texas.
Welcome back to Inside the Game. I'm Rachel Turnock out here at Hawk Stadium. A top 10 showdown between Wall and Eastland. Number 2 Wall and number 7 Eastland. And the Hawks come out on top 28-14. A huge matchup for the Hawks, and they pass the test. They move on to 8-0, and Eastland suffers their first loss this season. The Hawks defense just really stepped up big, as you guys heard with Coach Slaughter. His defense coming up clutch tonight. Just allowed 267 yards of total offense when Eastland was putting up almost 500 yards of offense each game and 52 points per game. So up next for Wall, they will hit the road to Breckenridge, who they just got their first win tonight of the season against the early Longhorns, 40-7. Breckenridge definitely a tough place to play, though, so definitely can't be underestimated. They did have a tough, close contest with Wall right here at Hawk Stadium last year, so no doubt Wall will be going in, not underestimating the Buckaroos, so that game will be next week in Breckenridge. Reporting live for the final time from Hawk Stadium, I'm Rachel Turnock. Jaden, back to you for the rest of Inside the Game.
This update sponsored by Bug Express.
After a showdown between El Dorado and Miles last week, District 8-2A looks to be heading towards a season finale showdown between the Eagles and the undefeated Cristobal Cougars. Tonight, Cristobal was out in Menard trying to keep their perfect season intact, while the Eagles hosted Rock Spring. Let's see how both of those teams did. We'll start with Cristobal. First quarter, here comes Braden Wilcox. The human highlight wheel takes it for himself, and that's a Cristobal touchdown. Hold up, though. Flag on the field. Let's see if he can do it again. Wilcox drops back, finds Josh Faba, and Faba would end up in the end zone. So there we go. Cristobal now takes a 7-0 lead, but here comes Menard. They're trying to respond. Jasper Solis with the direct snap. making players move around and playing like a video game a little bit there. Menard's offense would not end up scoring on that drive, and Cristobal would end up pulling away. They win this one big, 58-14. They go on the road next week, and that will be a big game against Miles. Let's move over to El Dorado and Rock Springs. That one, El Dorado coming off a big 70-0 lead over Miles last week. Kevin Covarrubias finds that's Cooper Metter, and he kept fighting his way for a big gain. Later on in the drive, Covarrubias is about to get dragged down from behind, but he still throws it. It's picked off by Rock Springs, and that would lead to some points for Rock Springs. Excuse me, no, it didn't. They got a little bit of a typo there. Here we are, a punt. It's fielded by Cooper Meadow. He fields it, makes the cut around the corner, down the sideline, and finds his way in the end zone. That gave El Dorado a 14-0 lead, and the Eagles get another shutout against a district foe. They win tonight 42-0. Out in District 14 2A Division II, the 10th-ranked Punchers took care of business again tonight. They win 42-0, and barring any setbacks, they look like they're going to win that district again. As far as Junction, they get a win over Harper. Final score out in Junction was 34-16. That 2A district between Cristobal, Miles, and El Dorado, we could still see the Miles Bulldogs make a push late. We'll see next week whenever they play Cristobal out in Miles. But we have to get out to 6-man, and when we come back, we'll get to Erie County and Baird, who faced off tonight. We'll have the highlights and scores from other teams. But before we do that, let's take a look at this week's Bowls Fan Camp.
We're the Erie County Hornets, and you're watching Inside the Game. Let's go,
Catering for Inside the Game is provided by Chick-fil-A.
The Pan Can Purple Sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Come in for a rest test, get a free Ashley pillow, and $10 will be donated to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. Free bed with purchase of any Tempur-Pedic mattress. Get any size mattress for the price of a twin, only at your Ashley Home Store.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Been repricing vehicles. Got to get ready for a huge clearance model year-end event. And we got to move those 2019s, right? And they ain't going to move themselves, right?
Get over $10,000 off MSRP on this new 2019 Silverado Texas Edition 4x4. Now only $42,999.
You know we did this without you last time, right?
Yeah. Whose idea was that?
His.
All-American Chevrolet.
The original.
Fun and the only place to buy a car.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Brown bagging lunch instead of going out. $6 save times 5 days a week times 10 years is $21,000. That's a lot of lettuce. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. FeedThePig.org.
It's another season of Cowboys football, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Hi, I'm Mickey Spagnola, and I'll be guiding you Silver Star Nation fans through this season. From injuries to game day prep and the most up-to-date news and notes from practice. Join me as I bring you every detail to get you prepared for kickoff.
Sponsored by Cons Home Plus. Make it happen.
The Locker Room is back on Concho Valley homepage with high school football scores, highlights, and top stories available right from your computer. Right at your fingertips. The Locker Room. The Locker Room. Only on ConchoValleyHomepage.com. Check it out today.
The Pan Can Purple Sale is happening now at Ashley Home Store. Come in for a rest test, get a free Ashley pillow, and $10 will be donated to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network. Free bed with purchase of any Tempur-Pedic mattress. Get any size mattress for the price of a twin, only at your Ashley Home Store.
Throughout the 6-man landscape this week, teams are fighting for their district playoff spots and for district championships for Erie County, and they're trying to prove a point to the state that they're one of the 6-man programs that can compete with some of these other teams. Tonight, they got a chance to do that against the number 2 independent-ranked Baird Bears. The number 1 team, though, was the Erie County Hornets, which makes this one our 6-man game of the week. So let's go out to Mertzen to see how it played out for the Hornets. They're hosting Baird. They're trying to prove a point, like I said, and Baird would go on quickly to score. That's the first possession of the game. A 5-yard touchdown by Rylan Rogers gave Baird an 8-0 lead, but the Hornets respond. Osiel Garza throws the truck stick down and tiptoes his way into the end zone. That would tie the game at 8, but this one went back and forth. Rogers with it again, and he sees nothing but green grass in front of him. Hornets falling behind, but it's only 16-8, and they would respond. Here, Garza with it again, trying to make some room for him, breaking one tackle, breaks another one, and into the end zone. That tied the game at 16, but the Bears would score one more time before halftime, and sadly, they go on to take it 46-24 tonight. These two teams could very well see each other for the Independent State Championship game if the Hornets don't fall too far in the rankings. How about the number 8 Sterling City Eagles hosting Highland out at Eagles Stadium tonight? They're undefeated, and they are going to continue to do that. Here's Cross Niddle making a quick little cut and then finding his way in the end zone. Eagles just like that with an 8-0 lead. Then here the end around from Chance Ferguson in the end zone. He gives the Eagles a 16-0 lead. But we're just still in the second quarter, and they would continue to play on the defensive side here. Highland's Ryan Garrett fumbles it. It's scooped up by Raul Sanchez, and he would eventually get dragged down inside the red zone, and that would set up this play right here. Cross Niddle breaking a tackle, turning on the Jets in the end zone. He goes 24-0, and the Eagles would keep on rolling. They mercy roll district opponent Highland 54-6, setting up a district showdown in a couple of weeks with Garden City that could be for the district title. Checking out our teams in District 13-1A tonight, Robert Lee gets the win over Bront 68-24, and very best Mercy Rules Paint Rock 52-18. Current leader in that district is Eden. They were off this week with a bye. And then number 4 Blackwell continued to roll. They Mercy Rule Moran tonight out in Blackwell 50-0. They look poised to claim the district title and make a deep run into the playoffs. I want to thank everyone that watched tonight. We still got 2 more weeks in the high school football season, so stay tuned next week.
Inside the Game is sponsored by Mitchell Automotive Group.